That grace will come from God. That ability, that qualification, that power can come from nowhere, but can come from God. God, whose word is final in the entire universe. So when he says yes, no one can say no. When he said no, no one can say yes. This is the God that we serve. We have the privilege this morning to gather unto. Hallelujah. Many seeking for a change in their lives. Many times circumstances always make us to look for a change in our lives. When there are difficulties, when there are challenges, when things seem not to be going so well with us, we always desire to seek for a change. No one will like to stay where he is when things are not comfortable for him, when things are not going so well for him. And so you see, many with desire always to travel to other countries or make a move to do one thing or the other so that he may turn things around in his or her lives. In his or her life, he will set out or take a step, make a plan of how to change things. Only a fool will not do that when what is going through there is no comfort. Only pains, inconveniences, difficulties, challenges, and yet he will remain where he was. But a very sensible person will desire to make a move to bring a change. Some also may desire, not because he's in difficulties, but he wants to improve his life, or he wants to follow others in making things well in their lives. We read the book of Ruth. Is it the Ruth we have here? Hallelujah. And in this book from Ruth chapter 1 from 1 to 7, let's look at what is said there. Do you know where Ruth is after Judges? You can find Ruth. It's a book we often not look at. So many people don't know where it is. Ruth. Sister Ruth, you know where Ruth is? Chapter 1. We are reading from verse 1 to 7. Are we there? Now it came to pass in the days when the judges ruled that there was a famine in the land. And a certain man of Bethlehem, Judah, went to sojourn in the country of Moab, he and his wife and his 2 sons. And the name of the man was Elimelech, and the name of his wife was Naomi. And the name of his 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, Ephrates of Bethlehem, Judah. And they came into the country of Moab and continued there. Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, according to the Bible, when she was left, and had 2 sons. And they took them wives of the women of Moab. The name of the one was Orpah, and the name of the other Ruth. And they dwelled there about 10 years. And Mahlon and Chilion died also, both of them. And the woman was left of her 2 sons and her husband. Verse 6, then she arose with her daughters-in-law that she might return from the country of Moab. For she had heard in the country of Moab how that the Lord had visited his people in giving them bread. Wherefore she went forth out of the place where she was, and her 2 daughters-in-law with her, and they went on their way to return into the land of Judah. Hallelujah. This was a story we have known already from the book of Ruth about Naomi. Why do they have to sojourn? Why do they have to travel to another country? Why do they have to desire to leave their own country and go to another country? Just as we also do, or many of us we have been doing, traveling from one country to another. We go to seek greener pastures, isn't it? We go in order to turn things around for our lives. We go to make wealth. We go to make ourselves rich. Hallelujah. That in our home country, maybe there wasn't a challenging situation, or you wasn't in the difficult times, but you really want to follow others to get more wealth. But in the case of Naomi and the husband and 2 sons, there was a famine in the land. Eating becomes so difficult. If it were you, what would you do? If you were living in a country or in this country and things become so difficult, feeding wasn't easy. Life seems not to be going well with you. What do you think you should do? To them, they were taking the right decision. But in everything we do, we have to know the will of God concerning the steps we take.